High morning blood sugars can be caused by many different factors. Maybe you had a late night meal full of carbohydrates the night before, or it might be caused by so-called dawn effect, which is related to certain processes that happen in our body before and shortly after we wake up, like spike of cortisol, adrenaline, and liver activity. And if you have any kind of diabetes and your morning blood sugar is high, you probably are not managing your condition as well as you could. Now, some people struggle with high blood glucose levels immediately after they wake up, and some might see the blood sugar spiking during the few hours after waking up. Everyone is different, so there is no one size fits all solution. But I want to share with you 10 hacks to help you get up with perfect morning blood sugars almost every day. This might be good inspiration regardless of what diabetes you have. Just keep in mind that I am not a medical professional and this video is not medical advice. This information is based on research that I have done. So do consult your doctor or dietitian for advice. Hack number 1. Avoid high carb meals. What you eat at night plays a crucial role in determining your blood glucose levels the next morning. When you choose the right evening meal, they can help you maintain a balanced glucose levels overnight and support your health. A well-rounded dinner with protein, healthy fats, fiber, and moderate complex carbohydrates helps stabilize blood sugar throughout the night. In contrast, when you eat meals that are high in refined carbs or sugary snacks before bed, they can cause elevated morning glucose levels. And high carb meals eaten close to bedtime can lead to increased insulin resistance overnight and significant blood sugar spikes during the night. So to prevent these fluctuations, focus on meals that are lower in refined carbohydrates and incorporate more protein and healthy fats. Again, eating a large evening meals have been linked to higher fasting glucose levels the next morning. Research suggests that smaller controlled portions at dinner can help manage blood sugar levels, especially for individuals with type 2 diabetes. And heavy or hard to digest meals in the evening can disrupt sleep, which is closely tied to blood glucose regulations. So choose smaller, balanced meals that are easier to digest, such as those including fiber, protein, and healthy fats. Hack number 2. Eat dinner 2 to 4 hours before bedtime. The timing of your evening meals plays a significant role in insulin sensitivity and metabolic health. Research shows that eating earlier in the evening is generally more beneficial than late night eating, because consuming meals closer to bedtime can disrupt the body's circadian rhythm, which regulates metabolic processes, including insulin response. Late night eating may reduce insulin sensitivity, leading to high blood glucose levels. It may also increase insulin resistance, making it hard for the body to manage blood sugar effectively. Studies have demonstrated that eating dinner around 6 p.m. is associated with better blood sugar control compared to eating later, such as at 9 p.m. Early dinner provides a longer fasting period overnight, which contributes to improved glucose regulations throughout the night and into the morning, and also reduce nocturnal glucose intolerance, as the body has more time to process the meal before sleep. Also, the body's hormonal changes in the evening, such as increased melatonin levels, can impair insulin secretion and glucose control. This effect is particularly significant in individuals predisposed to diabetes. Late meals that overlap with high melatonin levels further complicate blood sugar regulation. So aim to eat dinner at least 2 to 4 hours before bedtime. Avoid heavy or high carbohydrate meals late in the evening to reduce post-meal glucose spike, and maintain a consistent mealtime schedule to align with your body's natural rhythm. Hack number 3: exercise regularly. Regular exercise can significantly affect morning blood glucose levels, but its effectiveness depends on the type and timing of the activity. High intensity interval training in the morning may temporarily raise blood glucose levels. Studies have shown that morning high intensity interval training can lead to higher glucose levels immediately after the workout compared to pre-exercise levels and afternoon sessions. This effect is likely due to hormonal responses and the metabolic state of the body during the early hours. Exercise in the afternoon tends to have a more favorable impact on blood sugar levels. Afternoon high intensity interval training has been found to lower glucose concentration more effectively than morning high intensity interval training or pre-training levels. It also improves overall glycemic control throughout the day, likely due to better alignment with the body's circadian rhythms, which enhances metabolic efficiency in the afternoon. Moderate intensity aerobics activity before breakfast can be particularly beneficial for individuals with type 2 diabetes who experience the dawn phenomenon, which is a morning rise in blood sugar levels. This type of exercise reduces morning glucose spike by improving insulin sensitivity. It also helps counteract the metabolic effects of the early morning rise in the blood sugar. So afternoon or evening exercise may be more effective than morning workouts for lowering blood sugar. For those looking to address the dawn phenomenon, incorporating moderate intensity aerobic exercise before breakfast can be especially helpful. Hack number 4: get good quality sleep. Getting good quality sleep is essential for maintaining healthy blood glucose levels, particularly in the morning. Studies emphasize that sleep quality has a more significant impact on glycemic control than sleep duration alone. Poor sleep quality or irregular sleep pattern are associated with higher blood glucose levels the next day, regardless of dietary habits. This highlights the direct impact of sleep disturbances on metabolic health. During deep sleep, the body activates parasympathetic nervous system, which enhances insulin sensitivity and improves glucose metabolism. Lack of sleep increases levels of cortisol, a stress hormone that can raise blood sugar and contribute to insulin resistance. Even one night of poor sleep can impair glucose tolerance, leading to higher morning blood sugar levels. Blood sugar naturally rises in the early morning hours due to hormonal changes, and high quality sleep helps mitigate this effect by improving insulin sensitivity and stabilizing metabolic processes overnight. So maintain a consistent sleep schedule to regulate your body's internal clock. Again, practice good sleep hygiene, such as creating a calming bedtime routine, reducing screen time, and keeping your sleep environment comfortable and dark. Hack number 5: adjust when and how you use insulin. Did you know that adjusting how and when you use insulin can make a big difference in managing your morning blood sugar levels, especially if you have diabetes? In the early morning, your body releases hormones like cortisol and growth hormones, which naturally raise blood sugar levels. For people with diabetes, this can lead to high morning blood sugar if insulin levels aren't keeping up. Increasing your evening dose of basal insulin can help keep your blood sugar steady overnight. For example, some people find that splitting their basal insulin doses in a 60-40 or 55-45 ratio works best to manage morning spikes. Long-acting insulin is a game changer for many because it provides a steady insulin release over 24 hours. This can help prevent big glucose jump during the night. Pairing this with rapid-acting insulin during meals can further fine-tune blood sugar control. Keeping a close eye on your blood sugar pattern help you and your healthcare provider make the right adjustments to your insulin routine. So pairing your insulin regime with healthy eating habits and regular exercise can make a huge difference. And always work with your doctor or diabetes care team to create a plan that fits your unique needs. Hack number 6. Drink alcohol in the evening. Alcohol consumption can have a significant and complex effect on morning blood sugar levels, especially for individuals with diabetes. Studies show that drinking alcohol, particularly in the evening, can result in reducing fasting glucose levels the next morning. For example, individuals with type 1 diabetes who drank wine in the evening experience lower morning blood sugar compared to when they drank water. However, this reduction comes with a higher risk of hypoglycemia, which is low blood sugar, especially after breakfast. Alcohol affects the liver's ability to release glucose. When alcohol is consumed, the liver prioritizes bringing it down over producing glucose, and this can lead to lower blood sugar levels that persist overnight and into the morning. For individuals with type 1 diabetes, there is a risk of delayed hypoglycemia. Alcohol consumption can impair the body's hormonal response to low blood sugar, increasing the likelihood of a glucose drop several hours later, often in the morning. Drinking alcohol on an empty stomach increases the risk of hypoglycemia because there is no food to help stabilize the blood sugar. Sugary alcoholic beverages can initially spike blood sugar levels due to their high sugar content. However, this spike may be followed by a drop as insulin is released to manage the glucose increase. Drinking earlier in the evening can help reduce the risk of overnight hypoglycemia by allowing more time for blood sugar levels to stabilize before sleep. Regularly check blood glucose levels before and after drinking alcohol to understand its impact. Eating while drinking can help stabilize blood sugar and reduce the risk of hypoglycemia, and avoid excessive alcohol consumption as it can lead to unpredictable effects on blood glucose levels. And consider drinking earlier in the evening to minimize the risk of hypoglycemia. Hack 7. Drink water. Drinking water before and after waking can positively impact morning blood sugar levels, especially for individuals with high blood glucose or at risk of diabetes. When dehydrated, the blood becomes more concentrated. This leads to higher glucose reading, so drinking water helps dilute the glucose in the bloodstream, promoting a more stable blood sugar levels. Adequate hydration helps the kidney eliminate excess glucose through urine. When blood sugar is elevated, the kidney works harder to expel the excess, and drinking enough water facilitates this process, potentially lowering fasting blood glucose levels. And long-term studies have shown that individuals who drink more water are less likely to develop hyperglycemia or diabetes, especially those consuming over 1 liter of water daily had a 20% lower risk of developing hyperglycemia compared to those drinking 500 milliliter per day. Drinking water before bed ensures hydration is maintained overnight, while consuming water upon waking up flushes out any accumulated glucose. This practice can help counteract the dawn phenomenon, which is a natural rise in blood sugar levels in the early morning. Drink water throughout the day, aiming for an adequate intake to support overall metabolic health. Have a glass of water before bed and another after waking up to assist in stabilizing morning blood sugar levels. Individuals with diabetes or those tracking their blood sugar should observe how increased water intake affects their readings and adjust as needed. Hack number 8. Don't drink coffee first thing in the morning. Drinking coffee first thing in the morning can influence blood glucose levels, particularly for individuals with diabetes. The effects of caffeine and glucose regulations are complex, with potential for both short-term spike and long-term changes in insulin sensitivity. Caffeine has been shown to increase blood sugar levels shortly after consumption. Research found that individuals with type 2 diabetes experience an 8% rise in blood sugar on days they consume caffeine compared to caffeine-free days. This is due to caffeine reducing insulin sensitivity, making it harder for the body to use insulin effectively. Caffeine stimulates the release of stress hormones like adrenaline, promoting the liver to release more glucose into the bloodstream. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can exacerbate this effect, temporarily elevating blood sugar levels. A study revealed that drinking strong black coffee before breakfast increased the blood glucose response to subsequent meals by about 50%. This suggests that consuming coffee first thing in the morning can impair glucose metabolism, particularly after disrupted sleep. Regular caffeine consumption may lead to increased insulin resistance, reducing the body's ability to use insulin effectively over time. This could contribute to persistently higher blood sugar levels. While some studies associate long-term coffee consumption with improved glucose metabolism and a reduced risk of type 2 diabetes, these benefits are often linked to non-caffeine compounds in coffee. Regular drinkers may also develop a tolerance, reducing caffeine's acute impact on blood sugar. So consider drinking coffee after eating breakfast to minimize potential blood sugar spikes caused by consuming coffee on an empty stomach. And do well to balance your coffee consumption because moderation is key. Adjust habits based on how your body responds to caffeine and consult with a healthcare professional if needed. By being mindful of timing and consumption habits, you can better manage the effects of coffee on your blood sugar levels. Hack number 9. Drink apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar has been shown to positively influence fasting blood glucose levels, particularly for individuals with type 2 diabetes. Studies have demonstrated that regular consumption of apple cider vinegar can significantly lower fasting blood glucose levels. For example, participants with type 2 diabetes who consume 30 milliliters of apple cider vinegar daily for 8 weeks experience a notable decrease in fasting glucose compared to those in a control group. The active ingredient in apple cider vinegar, acetic acid, is thought to enhance insulin sensitivity and decrease hepatic glucose production, contributing to lower blood sugar levels after overnight fasting. Apple cider vinegar has also been linked to reduction in hemoglobin, a marker of average blood glucose level over time. In one study, participants saw that their A1C levels dropped from 9.21% to 7.79% after 8 weeks of daily apple cider vinegar consumption. So consuming apple cider vinegar after meals or at bedtime may be especially beneficial. For instance, taking apple cider vinegar at bedtime has been shown to lower morning glucose levels in individuals with type 2 diabetes. While the benefits of apple cider vinegar on fasting glucose are promising, the improvements are generally modest and should complete, not replace, traditional diabetes treatments or medication. It's essential for individuals with diabetes to consult their healthcare provider before incorporating apple cider vinegar into their routine, especially if they are on glucose lowering medications. Adjustment to treatment plans may be necessary. And the final hack 10, manage stress. Stress can have a significant impact on blood glucose level, particularly in the morning. When you are stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which can lead to increased blood sugar levels. During stressful situations, these hormones prepare the body for a fight or a flight response by raising blood sugar levels to provide energy. While this is helpful in short-term emergencies, prolonged or chronic stress can cause persistent high blood sugar levels, contributing to insulin resistance. This makes it harder for glucose to enter cells, which results in elevated blood sugar. Long-term stress can create a cycle where high blood sugar levels lead to more stress, further complicating blood glucose control over time. This can increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Incorporating stress reducing activities such as regular exercising, getting adequate sleep, and maintaining healthy eating habits can also help manage blood sugar levels. Exercise not only reduces stress but also improves insulin sensitivity, which further aids in blood glucose control. So by managing stress effectively, you can improve both your emotional well-being and your ability to manage diabetes. Stress reduction plays an essential role in blood sugar management, contributing to healthier glucose levels and better overall health. And please do always consult your doctor or dietitian before making any significant changes to your diet. This information is for educational purpose only. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a like and do well to subscribe. I will see you later.